What's up, boys? Today we're going to be trying out the disposable tech rework with the engineer so that we can potentially get 4 different copies of it with the gun platform. So I'm going to go either drones or all turrets based on what we see on the first weapon available here. And they changed the disposable tech overclock to, instead of lowering how long your turrets last directly, it instead inverts the lifetime stat, so you can keep scaling down how short their lifetime is by stacking the lifetime stat itself. And the drones have a unique interaction where they leave an elemental cloud on the ground, which actually continues to scale up in duration with lifetime, I believe. So you've got a little bit of dual scaling there where their positive effects is increased. And then, God, that's a bad place to get trapped with that guy. And then the drone itself will keep getting shorter and shorter, and then that allows you to benefit pretty well from their reload speed stat, which was pretty terrible before on drones, since they would already have like 80% plus lifetime, and you'd probably have to take some reload speed just to get the levels on them anyways. Magnets, I think I'm gonna have to grab that in order to get the supply pod. We could actually save it and then squash the elite with it, and then that will allow me to get a lot more XP. I might actually try that out. Normally I just grab the supply pods and instantly and don't really bother trying to squash them, especially since they recently nerfed the damage that they take on high hazard from the supply drop. Let's see what we got. Krakatoa Sentinel. That's actually probably the best turret we could have gotten, because it also has an explosion-based overclock at level 18. Okay, let's see what we got on this plasma, or follow me. I think I'll try the plasma here. Always fun. Big fire rate to go with that. So at level 18, the Krakatoa Sentinels get another on-death effect where they leave a fire puddle on the ground, and then that one was massively buffed in the patch to also leave electricity on the ground as well. And it makes it very hard to see, but they absolutely shred everything once you get that going. Let's see, did we get a shell back here? No, okay, great. Let's go reload. That's probably the stat I want the most for trying to stack disposable tech. Reload and then lifetime and then whatever else. Probably damage after that. I can probably get a purple if we go for the squash now. So that might be worth it. So this will actually be inverted if we ever get the disposable tech on them. So now I'm looking for the seismic repulsor and the shock fence. The shock fence also had something new added in where I think the disposable tech for it... Oh, that's actually pretty good with what we're trying to do here, I think. Although ideally we would have had the electrical conversion on that. But I think I still will grab that. Gold tipped is okay. I think I would like to get a scanner if possible this early on. Red sugar, I'm actually fine with that. Get some nice survivability scaling up throughout the run. I'll go reload out of those. Let's get a bit of nitra for the weapon levels so we can get the overclocks ASAP there. Reloads. Reloads. Yeah, I guess just all of the elemental things got a ground effect added on, since the kinetic ones already had an explosion. But the shock fence will also leave electric ground when it explodes with the disposable tech rework for it. Oh, I could have gotten a bit of HP over there. See, big weapon range. That's not really that good if we're going for disposable. I'll definitely take luck and reloads. But I'm kind of leaning towards not taking that here. It's just so expensive for a single level that's not that great on the build here. Paint job and reload I like. I'll definitely take that. And then we didn't get the disposable here, so I will take the +1 beams on that for now. And then 18, we can get another overclock here. No disposable on that, unfortunately, so I'll have the plasma mining for that.
This is gonna change everything.
We've got work to do and quotas to meet.
See if I can set up a few turrets right outside of him before he starts running away, and then the plasma bouncing around, that'll probably kill him pretty quickly. Big movements.
We got the horde.
Big lifetime. I think I'm going to grab this to remove it from the pool, and it should be pretty solid on at least 2 of the weapons here. Although the legendary lifetime is very tempting. I feel like super early into the run, just removing an artifact from the pool is pretty high value, especially if it helps you as well.
We got supplies ready for you. Clear the landing zone of obstacles, please. Exemplary work. You achieved your objective in a record time.
Man, plasma mining on the gun platform is usually the one I always try to go for. And then the one time I'm trying to not get it, it's just the best choice to take there anyways.
Got a supply pod incoming. Well done.
Ooh, weapon box and gold scanner. That's so tempting. I don't think there's a 5th turret in the game. We could get a drone off of that. But gold scanner, let's see what we get. Deep core, that was a complete waste, and I should have gotten the gold scanner.
The swing is heading your way. Load up.
So seismic repulsor, that's our 4th turret. We probably don't need that too much now. With the plasma turrets, big damage or reloads. Reload it is.
Now we're talking. Let's show them some pain. Eat that. Feeling much better now.
Reloads.
Yes. Raring to try
Reloads.
this out. Oh.
And more reload. Let's see, we should have a lot more nitrous still actually.
Think you can kill me? Well, think again. Think you can kill me? Think again.
Potency into an overclock. And here we go. It doesn't say anything about the ground effect, but it did mention that in the patch notes. It also doesn't say anything about the inverting lifetime? Is that bugged, or did I read that wrong for the shock vents, huh?
Satisfied.
Let's go for some nitra here. It looks like there is ground effects over there. Okay, let's grab a potency here, I think. Yeah, there's definitely ground effects there. I guess the tooltip on that just isn't really updated much. It does not tell you much about what it's actually doing, it seems like. Oh man, can I get that? I do have some legendary movement speeds going. Reloads. Oh yeah, that gives us kinetic upgrades with the repulsor. That's kind of annoying. Early XP, don't really care too much. Probably paint job to help that one out, and then I don't really care here. Luck. Big paint jobs, sure. Then we are light on gold, so I'll just grab whatever to go with that. Reload.
You know the drill, miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get out of here.
Kill anything with more legs than two. Yeah, we got the horde.
Reflex caliber, there are 3 copies of this, so you can't actually remove that one. But that's okay survivability as well, it's not bad. Big HP, I think I will grab that.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swoom incoming.
Think you can kill me? Think again. Feeling much better now.
Supplies blocked. Get the landing zone cleared.
Big movements, yeah, it's still pretty good.
Scanner shows clear. Supply pod inbound.
Gold scanner is back, and I think I will take it here.
See these every day.
Pretty early on still, and we got the plasma mining.
Big swoom detected. Bug 'em and get ready.
Bloody hell, you're hot to kill.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swoom incoming. Objective completed.
Big damage.
A little extra special. Feel much better now. Yeah, give me some sugar.
And then we get the big fire rate to help us mine even faster.
Type of clock. Pop the loop. Let's get the big one. You want some more?
Potency is fine here.
Whole life better.
Oh, I wonder if the freezing effect you can add to that as the other overclock would have any effects with the ground effect it drops now. That would be sick if you could drop like a breezing field as well.
For crap's sake, move it! They're everywhere.
Big paint job, and we will eventually want the overclocks just in case I get the turbo encabulator artifacts for big reload speed and global damage. Reload into an overclock. So you can get this on the shock fence as well, and that's the one I was wondering about, but that's the only real choice here.
Objective completed, Miner. Get to the drop pod before it heads back to orbit.
Probably gold here.
Yeah.
Reloads. Big kinetic. I don't really care that much, but I guess it's the best here. Damage, yeah, I guess.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out. Stage 3 done and dusted, Miner. We'll have a good meal ready for you on your return.
Lifetime, cheap potency, that's fine.
Barely go for this
I'm gonna pass on damage there, and we have a ton of movement speed. Although that's kind of tempting. Cheap level there, paint job, and we'll take the triple grenade for that. I guess we'll just buy some okay-ish stuff anyways. And it's all nitro upgrades.
I can't get enough of this rare. I'm feeling lucky.
Lifetime. I guess I'll grab a bit just in case.
Talking. This works.
You know the drill, Miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get out of here.
Can't believe how green I was when I started.
Big pickup. I must collect all that gold since it does drop pretty far away sometimes.
Objective completed. The scavengers lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Scared of you? Yes. Let's clear them out. I die a little bit inside every time I have to take a tooth bug open.
A swarm heading your way. Load up.
Damage into an overclock, and we did not get the disposable. Or wait, no, I already have it on that one. That's right. Okay, we can check the coolant leak on that now then. Fantastic. That's the one copy of it I've gotten so far.
Supply pod prepped. Clear out the landing zone and triangulate your position. Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
Boom, baby! Here, have a bullet in the fight! Took out a loot bug.
Nicely done. Supplies
See that
inbound.
coming, sucker?
Not really that excited about any of these. I might just take one of these two for decent damage and to get them out of here.
I've been dreaming of something.
Potency into an overclock, and then no disposable rip.
This bugs.
It's forcing me into what's probably a stronger build, just tons of mining turrets. It's fine.
Epic upgrade. That's a no-brainer.
I'll take a level here, I think.
I'm growing stronger.
Potency.
Never felt better. Boom, baby. Shoot it in the face.
Alright, I think that's everything for the level here, so we might try and go for a purple box still. While mining a bit more here at the same time if I can.
I'm gonna kill you all.
Damage.
Best survivor.
There doesn't seem to be any noticeable change in the ground effects, but they are getting frozen a lot. I think I was just off of the purple there. Oops. Lifetime.
Go for this one.
Big paint job. Reload or damage. I think I'm just gonna grab that for the faster turret mining, and then again the fire rate stat here. None of these are super important. I'll just take some damage there. Reload. Yep.
Dimmity dips. The sword is off the ring. Bloody hell, y'all.
Gotta move on, miner. Drop pod will head out momentarily.
Think you can kill me? Think again.
Stage 4 completed. Next stage is the Dreadnought. Prepare accordingly.
Damage is fine. We can grab both of these. That's fairly cheap. We have a lot of gold, so I guess
On this one.
can't get any of these. I hate when it does that.
Let's shake it up.
Lifetime.
Hell yes.
Dump some golds.
More options.
Lifetime, some HP. Do I want to save any of these? Probably not, since we're super limited on the nitro.
Only one way to rouse the Dreadnought. Destroy its cocoons. Kill them all, miner.
I die a little inside every time I have to pick up. Yes. Never felt better. Bring it back!
Potency.
Wait, not too shabby. Dwarf, don't die. Feeling much better now. Look how to loot box. I'm gonna kill you all.
Supplies ready. Clean up the LZ.
There is so much going on screen right now. And that's gonna get a lot worse once we get the level 18 flamethrower turrets as well.
We got a supply pod launch. Stand clear of the impact zone.
I just don't really care about any of these. Or these. That would work on just the plasma turrets. Pretty bad. Okay, multi-tool. We have a lot of stacks because of the extra weapon, so that's pretty cool. Cold scanner, big reload speed. Big fire rate, sure. Alright, I think we turn off at least the over time numbers so that I can see a bit better here. Damage gets us the final overclock here. And this was actually changed quite a bit. If you have the disposable tech, I'm not sure if this inverts the lifetime like it's supposed to, I think. But if it does, then those stats could actually be detrimental. So I think I'm just going to grab this and shoot electricity to everything just in case. But yeah, I think there's something up with the tooltip for that on the disposable tech there.
Think you can kill me? Well, think again.
Try and pull him through a straight line so he goes through lots of the electric beams and ground effects and all. Bit more damage there, I guess.
That will teach you. See you in hell.
Big lifetime. Big crit chance.
Well done, team. Immediate Dreadnought threat eliminated.
How are those looking so far? 17.48. So that doesn't have the new version at all then. It just has the new ground effects. Okay, so that's very different than the other ones you get for like the drones and stuff.
Get there now. It will leave without you.
I guess it just doesn't mention the ground effect then.
Gotta move on, Miner. The drop pod will head out momentarily. Good work, Miner. Now to stage 6.
I don't really need that. Gonna see what else we get. Bit more pickup
Nothing for me here.
and some
Let's try
more.
again.
Don't really care.
Try again.
Reload is kind of nice for that one.
This is gonna help me be a perfect
Take a level
dwarf.
there, and then
I rarely
we have a
get one
bunch
of
of gold to
these. I'm
spend
feeling
still.
Lucky. You don't see these? Surely next time will be better. I'm gonna be the best survivor.
There's beasties to shoot and work to be done. Get to it, Miner.
Oh, I need to take a dump. Feeling much better now.
I'm in a prison of my own making.
A swarm is heading your way. Load up.
One down! Your history!
Can't plant the supply pod. Impact zone is cluttered. Get it fixed.
I kind of like that because it has the double effect. It's electric by default, and then it also slows them, so pretty nice there, I think.
Swarm detected. Get ready. We'll be with you shortly.
5-leaf clover is pretty cool.
This is gonna help me be a perfect dwarf.
Objective completed.
Red sugar!
A swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Your history! I killed you. Have a bullet in the fire! He's dead! Think you can kill me? Think again! I die a little inside every time I have to pick up. Do you like her? Do you like her? Attack! You don't
Guess
see me every
XP, we don't have much of that.
Follow this!
Quota satisfied. The drop pod is
Nitra,
arriving.
yeah, probably the best here.
Not too shabby.
Go with all the gold we're making. Although, at a certain point, I should definitely hit the hard cap on that, since we got it pretty early and have the mining turrets.
Gotta move on, miner. The drop pod will head out momentarily.
Reloads.
You don't see these every day.
I don't think there's a way to see that, though. You can see the total mine there, but I don't know what portion that is.
We're going deeper. Stage 7 is next.
Paint shop, help get that one up, and then there's the disposable tech for that. So since that lowers the lifetime, that must not have the immersion thing for it. And then that's actually going to be terrible since I'm stacking lifetime, but oh well, we got one of them.
Kicking it.
Don't really care too much. I'll grab a bit of that.
Next.
Try and get the levels on the Krakatoa up a bit. Ooh, big reload for that though.
I've been dreaming of something like this.
Gold
Let's
stuff,
check it out.
Krakatoa, big reload. I like that. And then I think I will try and get the levels on that up a
This
decent
is gonna help me
amount.
be a Let me try again.
Lifetime. I kind of want that as well, but we're so limited on Nitra.
Nope. Try again.
Your mission is clear. Get to it.
This is frigid hell. Yeah.
Prepare to fight for your life. A big swarm is approaching. The scanner this tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Who needs your maker tree? Come and get me, you disgusting son! It's not those ways. Dwarf, don't die, please.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready.
One down! I die a little inside every time I have to take out a
We got too much clutter for the supply pod to land. Do something. Nicely done. Supplies inbound.
Ooh, holy baits.
epic upgrade. That's a no-brainer.
I'm gonna turn that off completely now so I can try and chase these guys down, see where I'm going. It actually is pretty difficult for me to kill them with a turret build. Fire rates. Unless we get a good freeze on them. Potency will get us to level 18 here, and this one would be really cool if you also got disposable tech with that, but we did unfortunately miss it there. But still gonna grab it anyways, tons of ground effects.
We got the horde.
Probably paint job here. We just don't really have that many things that go with that. Although, it actually is a pretty good stat still. But I'm gonna try and grab all the overclocks, I think. Ooh, coupons. Kinda late, but I think I will still grab that. Lifetime. And then I think there's one more down here somewhere. See if we can grab him as well.
Before the timer runs out. The drop pod is not going to hang around.
We got it.
Probably a lifetime here.
Now we're talking.
Ooh, nitro powder off a hoarder, that's pretty good.
Raring to try this out.
Time's ticking, miner. Move it.
Big lifetime, yep.
Legendary. I knew today was gonna be good.
Stage 7 done and dusted. Taking you to stage
Now we've got the fire and shocking ground. Take our
Doesn't
paint
hit harder,
job
but
here.
looks fancy.
I think I'm gonna pass on those. Crit damage is fine since we have so much gold.
Epic upgrade. That's a
I like
no-brainer.
reload on the Krakatoa since that has 2 different ground effects, I think.
This works.
And then we need
Let
a
me try
bit of
again.
nitro for anything cool here, like reload
This one
here.
looks best.
And I guess we will grab
Nothing
that.
for me here. Let's try again.
Bunch of
I
junk.
rarely pick one of these.
I don't think I
Let me
care about
try
that.
again.
Status is pretty good. Bit of
I rarely pick one of
survivability.
these.
This is a simple mining mission. Get it done, miner. Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Die, monsters! Let's show them some pain! Attack!
Prepare to fight for your life. Big swarm is approaching.
Feeling much better now.
detected. Lock up and get ready.
Sure, why not?
Good work. Resupply on the way.
We don't have any scanners to go with that, but it is a lot of damage. But I could also get reload speed.
Now this is a rare treat. Suck on this, you freaking nature. Go to hell. Think you can kill me? Well, think again. Let's get the middle. One down. Go to hell. Die! Ah, I got it in the mouth. Alien, go!
All tasks complete. Stage
I
finished.
don't really care that much. This will get us a little bit of gold, I guess.
My lucky day.
Until I hit the card cap on the artifacts. Luck, kinda late, but it's fine.
Upgrade. That's a no-brainer.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out. Taking you deeper, Miner. Station 9 coming up next.
Lifetime, movement, status damage, nah.
I'm feeling lucky.
I don't think I care about any of these. Potency's kinda cool on those. I'd rather find some reload
Gotta
speed if
roll the dice on
possible.
this one.
Lifetime, luck,
This one makes me want to be a better
movements,
dwarf. Gonna roll the dice on this one.
reload,
Rare. Feels right. Show me more.
luck,
This
reload,
works. Nope. Try again. I
reload.
rarely go for this one. Next.
That would finish it off perfectly. I'm fine
Doesn't
with
hit
that.
harder, but looks fancy.
We are definitely not debuffing the other weapons, so I'll go extra capacity here, lifetime, bunch of junk.
You have your objectives. Get it done, Miner.
I think they made it so movement speed has a cap now as well.
Almost 2-1.
Or maybe I was seeing the changes to speed in some other category, not sure. But we are almost gliding now.
I feel quite alive.
The swoon is heading your way. Load up.
Let's show them some pie. Suck on this, you freaking nature.
Supply pod ready for insertion. The drop point is too rocky, so please clear it out.
So I think I'm really gonna try and find the turbo encabulator now. That would be fantastic with all the weapons almost fully overclocked now.
Supply pod clear. Impact.
I might want to get a little bit more nitro first.
Ready. They'll be with
I don't
you
remember
shortly.
exactly how many rerolls I had.
Big swoon detected. Lock up and get ready.
Die, monsters! Much better. Hello, and goodbye.
Pretty good. That would actually be very good, but encabulator would be more fun. That is also quite nice. There we go.
That's the one.
That brings us up to 309% global reload plus some extra for constructs, I think. No, that's just lasting duration. But then we have some decent global damage on top of that. That would be one level wasted, but that's fine. And we got the encabulator for that anyways. Definitely no.
Overclock. Rock
I need to take some damage from the red sugar.
Bloody hell, you're hot to kill.
Well done, you got them
Bring
all.
the fight. I'm not scared of you.
Now we don't even need to try for the red boxes.
Quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving.
These are
Get moving. It won't hang
garbage.
around.
Actually, that's pretty good. We never got the disposable tech for that one. More movement. Do a quick sweep for some gold and a magnet because I can.
Feeling much better now.
Decent crit damage.
Checking miner. Move it.
That one's done, so these are all junk. Big damage there. That's probably better actually. We have a lot of electrical stacks from two of the turrets there, the shock vents and the Krakatoa. So my crit chance should be pretty high even though this isn't that high.
Elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there is a beer on the house when you make it back. If you make it back.
Reload here definitely.
This is gonna help me be a
I think we can get cooler turrets like the Krakatoa and the shock vents.
I want another go.
And potency
I
there
rarely
is
pick one of
decent.
these. Don't mind if I do. Let me try again.
Lifetime, status, global. May as well, I have so much gold.
Try again.
Lifetime, reload.
Conquer. Epic upgrade. I'm feeling lucky.
Here we go.
So I'm at how much movement speed now?
Now you just need to make it count.
131.
By destroying the
Even though I wasn't really trying for it that much, we just got some big legendaries for it early on. And then kind of went with it. Oh yeah, the turbo encabulator does destroy my manual mining speed.
Feeling much better. Yeah.
Alright, it looks like we're definitely at the gold scanner cap now. Not really getting that trickle of gold anymore, just from the little patches we find.
One down. Oh, I needed that. That will teach you.
supply pod ready for insertion. The drop point is too rocky, so please clear it out.
Let's get the nigga. That will teach you.
Good work. Supply pod inbound.
Oh, he's actually active now. This is the best time for that. There's probably some better stuff we can do still though. That would lose me 146, but I have plenty of HP.
I'm having a
And we can spawn camp this chump.
This horror thinks it can kill us. Let's prove it wrong.
Bye bye. Oh, I forgot to turn damage numbers on for that. Oh well. You can see I have absolutely insane damage with all of that.
The upgrade
Get
I was
there now. It will leave without you.
Let's show them some pie.
It's actually lagging a bit with no bugs on the screen. Because there's just so many turret and ground effects playing here, my god.
Some pie.
Time's ticking, miner. Move it.
We got the super speeds.
I'm reading
So
three
final
across
stats,
the
we
board,
had
miner.
367% global reloads, not that much fire rates, 131 movement, 408% damage, decent crit stats, bit of extra status damage since we have a lot of effects on those two, 84 base luck, 15% global lifetime, but we had a bunch more on these. 220% there. 10% reloads? What is that from? Oh, tag mastery. And then we had 0.46 up here with a lifetime of almost 37 seconds. Unfortunately, we did not find the disposable tech on most of these, and it kind of forced us into the OP combo of plasma mining, but oh well. Got a ton of gold with that. Got the disposable tech here for some electric rounds. Slowing there combined with the slowing here, or rather right here, but disposable tech there. That mainly just for the turbo and cabulator stacks. Oh man, the artifacts are so small here. That's like 5, 10, 14 it looks like. That's kind of crazy. So that's actually the maximum artifacts you can get, right? 10 of them by default and then 4 from hoarders. Let's see, 12.2 electrical. So we had 6 electrical dot across these two. 30.5 fire, so we had 21 million fire dot from this with the ground effect and any burn stacks applied by that. And I think that's the only status effects we had there. Not too bad. The plasma turrets that we weren't focusing was still by far the best. Wow. That is kind of nuts. I guess it was probably bouncing around off screen a lot and we had a lot of lifetime. It's kind of the highest effective range weapon here, and we had the seismic and the shock fence kind of crowd controlling them a lot, so they weren't really staying that close to the short range turrets while the long range ones were kind of hitting them still. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.